Yes, sir. This your boy Lowski the first. You watching Play That Back FM right now. Time is 2:05 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm out here in Miami, and today we got a special guest. We got Antwon from the Bay Area.
San
He is
Jose, California.
from California. Very prolific underground rapper. I would like to say this guy is a poet. Um, but just an all around dope individual. There's not that much interviews out there with him speaking his piece, but I'm super grateful to have him here today. Antoine, how you feeling, man?
I feel good, man. What's it? A little Wednesday,
Yeah.
well, middle of the week. I feel good. You know what I mean? When I took my dog out, it's nice, sunny out. It looked like it was gonna rain outside, but it's not. I'm gonna go outside later, do it
Okay.
up. Yeah,
That's what's up,
feel
man.
good.
So
Yeah.
I did a little bit of research on you. Like is it true that you were actually born in Key West, Florida?
Yeah, I was born in Key West, Florida. My mom, she's from the Philippines, and my dad is from Fresno, California. And I was born in Key West, Florida because my dad met my mom in the Canary Islands in Spain, and then his next place that he was stationed was Key West, and then he petitioned to get my mom over from the Philippines, and then they had me, and then that's the story. I ain't never been back to Key West. I actually, I actually met the lady that like was like the what's when you get out of you're born and then
Yeah.
they have a woman that
The
basically
midwife?
teach. Yeah, I met the
Yeah.
mid my like
Yeah.
my midwife, I guess. My mom's midwife
Yeah.
in school. She was like actually like a teacher's assistant
Oh, shoot.
when I got to high school, Lynbrook
Oh,
High School.
I'm sorry. Which
Yeah,
which high school?
Lynbrook High School in West Side San Jose.
Oh, so hold up. So when you were born out in Florida, you met the midwife when you got to high school?
Yeah, in San Jose, California.
That's crazy.
I know,
Yo,
right? Because
that's
she was like, your name is Antonio Williams, and you were born in Key West. And
what?
she was like, and I was like, yeah. And then she was like, and your mother's name is Mercy. And
What?
then she was like, this was like the first day of like school too. Like, I think I don't know what it was. I had to go to school. I had to go to high school early because I got kicked out of middle school because
Yeah.
I was a fucking crazy little child. You know what I'm saying? All pent up rage and all types of shit.
Yeah.
So I went to high school early, and like it was one of those things where they like put you in high school early, and like my mom had to come pick me up. So basically, this lady was still there, and she was like talking to me, and she's like, man, I think I know you, and I was like, are you serious? Like for real? Like I was young, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? I don't like this is you're so young.
Yeah.
How would you even like I don't have any memory of this woman. You know what I mean? Like I'm too young. I just came out the womb. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So then my mom came, and then and they seen each other, and they were like, oh my
Oh,
god, this is so
shoot.
crazy.
That's
It was super wild. You know?
that's crazy. So that's a crazy story, man. Like what are the odds? I want to move on to talk about some of your music.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you hear when you hear the phrase living every dream, what does that mean to you?
See me on the app in the turning lane. Pretty women in my face cause they know my name. Tight pants with the boots cause I ain't playing. The nature at 100.
Fuck, I just was poor, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no money. Like that's really where the creativity was coming from. To be honest, like I ain't had no money. It was just me and my homie Doug. We was every day was trying to get something. Either I had a job and I was paying for it, or he had a job and he was paying for it. And that's just how we were, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we was on the bus.
Wow.
He was having a car sometime, and we drive that bitch till the wheels fell off, bro. Like, till that motherfucker ran out of gas. You know what I mean? We was doing crazy shit, you know, and like it was just like, you know, when motherfuckers rap
Wow.
about wanting this and wanting that, like I get it, I understand, bro. Like you really just want to manifest the destiny, you know what I mean? You know, like manifest a dream, bro. And that's what I was trying to do, just live every dream. You know, I just wanted to, and I really got to eventually. You know,
Yeah.
like people be like, "Oh, what are your dreams in music?" And like, "What do you aspire to do?" And it's like, bro, I did it. I
Mm,
did it all. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love
And
that.
now I'm just having fun. You know, like I think people just be like, like what's the next one? What's the next shit? And it's like,
Mm.
bro, I did that, and to the point where it's like, I don't really like, I don't really, I make music to just have fun with it and put it out, and you
The
know,
feeling.
yeah, the feeling, bro.
It's crazy that you mentioned that you said you was broke, you was you used to link up with your homie rides to the wheels fall off. I swear to God, I feel like when that song came out, like that was like my same I guess place in life, or just like my same, like it would just make me feel free. Like just like listening to that song, just like I'm on these streets wild, living every dream. Like to this day, like that's my shit. Like even
Yeah,
like the video and everything, like you in the drop top, like every time I hear that song, I'm like, nah, I gotta play this like in the car. Like it's just
yeah,
a feel good vibe. Like I feel that's like an eternal banger. Um
I fuck with that
move
because that's
moving
really what it was, you know.
got you. Moving on. There's another line that you say
Shouts out to South Philly, '09 black leather.
now did you live in Philly at one point, or were you like in a band or something like that out there?
Both. I lived in Philly, in South Philly, like with my homies Brad, Peter, and fuck, I'm gonna hate myself for forgetting my man's name. I'm sorry, bro, I forgot his name, but
It's all
you know what I
good,
mean?
bro.
That's my man. You know, he used to come with me to we used to go to this bar, pub on Passyunk East, and I used to go to this bar night called Rock Tip, and they used to play like some old like classic rock music, and I used to just go get drunk, and then used to come with me, but that shit was cool. But I used to live in South Philly in '09, and I moved there. No, in '09, that's when I moved there because I was starting this band called Leather, and we had one release on J Tree Records,
Oh shoot.
and yeah, I'm gonna have to move back. And then you know when I moved back, I felt like my life kind of just went crazy. I won't go too crazy into that, but yeah, I did live in Philly in '09, and that's what it was. Shout out to '09 Philly.
That's
You
what's
know what I
up,
mean?
man. You
And
said
that was a different time too, because Philly now, you try to go to Philly now and it's gentrified as fuck. But Philly back in the day, I remember Philly was the first place in the East Coast I ever dropped, bro. So
mm,
I went to Philly in maybe 2007, and you know I never seen a boarded up house before in my life,
oh
uh,
shoot.
and it was crazy, bro. Like you know what I mean, like which isn't true. I've seen a boarded up house before, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen a row of boarded up houses and people still living around them, you know, this and that. Like it was some real shit, like some real deal poverty. Driving through Gray's Ferry in 2007, you know what I mean? If you know that feeling, that's real like that's poverty right there. And that was I was like, damn, you know, this is where the real shit happens, bro. This is where the real like creativity comes from. And I
Right.
always kept that shit in my mind, you know when I'm down and ain't nothing going for me, you know what I'm saying? I always understand, like, hey, I can always be creative. That shit's free. You know
Facts.
what I mean?
Facts. Moving on. I wanna bring up one more line because I feel like you just got like some like off the wall lines, or like just lines that like bring up nostalgia. I used to rock the North Face, stay up late and go paint. And you said
Oh
this
yeah.
on the Bad Slorp song, aka DJ Sex Play.
I run the downtown street, me and Slorp dug Jeep. I'm a Georgetown lawyer, so don't start up with me. I used to rock the North Face, stay up late and go paint till I caught my first case and let me change my
DJ Sex Play. Because it's mad funny because the homie used to the people in San Jose be to be like hey, fool, don't sex play me, homie, or like be saying shit like it's just funny shit. Like if you be like when a nigga say something and you be like pause, you
Yeah, yeah,
just be like,
yeah.
you know, in the West Coast and San Jose niggas be like, hey, don't sex play me, homie,
Okay,
what the
okay,
fuck,
okay.
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
crazy shit. But yeah, that's because you know a nigga was doing that. Bro. You know what I'm saying? We was rocking NorthFaces because we're from the Bay Area. That's where it's from. You know, before people start wearing Arc'teryx and Patagonias and this and that, bro, we was on original North Face. You know what I mean? The shells, just the shell. You always had to have a shell. Every nigga, real nigga from the Bay Area got a North Face shell in the motherfucking closet. You know?
Do you still write?
Do I still write graffiti? You know, off and on.
Not true.
You know what I mean? But like, it's a thing. It's a part of my life. You know what I mean? I'm hip hop. You know what I mean? So
I love that.
obviously, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
yeah. I love when artists like encapsulate that into like their their upbringing, or like they've been a part of that. It
Yeah,
just shows you were really in the trenches with it, or you
yeah,
got more, you got just more in depth. Um, Now, I believe we're around the same age, and
yeah.
seeing your music, um, from when I first seen you come out, like around like 2010, 2011, and
Mm.
you've really been like a factor within like the underground rap scene, and you're starting young, traveled a bunch of places, lived a bunch of places, and I believe you're within like your mid-30s now, like me. um what would you say was your biggest lifestyle change, coming into this phase of your life?
Stopping drinking, quitting smoking weed, stop drinking, doing drugs, quit like partying, going out. Like I be trying to like really dial all that shit back. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I think that's the greatest thing for me. You know what I mean? Because I still have homies that like still be drinking, and I'll go meet them up, and I'll be like, "What up, man?" And they just like my homie. I met him up the other day, and he was like, "I've been partying since Friday. Like
Oh,
it's
true.
damn near Tuesday, and I'm or Monday." And I'm like, "Damn, bro, I can't hate because I've been there before.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do that a lot, but it's like, you know, that shit just don't. I don't know. I lost a lot of friends from doing drugs, you know, and them dying, and like that shit just don't sit right with me to just keep doing that. And like, man, I don't know. It's crazy because you know when I was in that mode, I'd be like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do? I need to drink. I need to get high." But it's like, bro, I got the natural high now, and it's
Mhm.
like, bro, I can be
Love that.
around the homies that smoke and drink. I be myself still, and I don't need it. You know, I feel like I'm even more myself because I don't do it, and I think that's the biggest lifestyle change for me, bro. Like, because I used to smoke and drink like it wasn't no thing. Like that was like second nature to me
Man,
for so long.
how like would you if you were to give anybody any advice to like overcome like drinking or smoking, because I'm not sure if you're doing on and off, or like you're just like cold turkey sober. What advice would you give somebody like to dial back on that lifestyle?
Yo, this cold turkey, bro. Like I ain't smoked, I ain't drank, or not done no drugs in 6 years, bro. So it's like,
Wow.
just like straight up, man, just change it with something else, bro. Like, you know, I stopped, I just was like, man, fuck this. So like, you know, I started going to the gym and I did the gym up, you know, and like, I'd be like off and on. Like, I'd be looking at like pictures when I lived in Tennessee and I was doing the gym every day. But like I was also eating food every day. So I was big and bulky. I was looking like a wrestler, bro. I was looking like I was looking like Braun Breaker or some shit, bro. I was looking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like you gotta switch it out, man. Like go play some sports. You know what I'm saying? Like I had homies that be drinking at the bar when I was in San Jose back when I lived there. And I'd be like, man, I'm gonna go to the gym. You know what I mean? You guys are just about to kick it, drink. You guys get drink until you start doing drugs. And I know that feeling, so I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna go, you know,
Yeah.
get it up. You kind of gotta like switch your friends out, bro. Like I can always kick it with my homies that get fucked up, bro. But there's a certain time of night when I know they trying to get saucy.
Mm.
And it's like,
Do you leave at that point when it's time to get saucy, or like you just let them be and you just be yourself in that moment?
I let them be. Before I used to just always bounce. I got homies in New York, and I'm in New York. I'm staying there for a second, so I just be, kick it with them, bro. But I don't really trip out. I might smoke some cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I smoke a cigarette, but I only like Newports now. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, but I love me a port, bro. I just smoke that shit real quick.
A
Get a
quick.
little head change. Kind of cool. I might do a little Newport one time. Everything else tastes like shit, bro.
Yeah.
That Newport, I don't know. Something in the nigga blood just when that Newport it hit, bro. Something different.
Oh shoot. Like that's definitely a New York thing. Like they smoke Newports in Cali too.
Yeah, you'll be smoking Newports, yeah. But I don't know, like the Newport, I don't know. Nowadays, Newport's cool. I used to smoke basic, and then they changed the flavor of the basic, and now I don't know. And then I was smoking a full flavor Parliament,
Oh shoot.
and then I almost had a stroke off of smoke
Yeah.
because I was smoking a pack a day. Yeah,
How'd you
I think
find out
also
though?
I just was like feeling hella weird, and then I went to the hospital, and then they were like, "Yo, you okay?" And I was like, I think I'm alright." And like they was like, yeah, you could risk having like a embolism or like a stroke,
Oh shit.
like you." And I was like, "Damn, all right." And then my man Callie was like, "Bro, you gotta go and do that. Sometimes you gotta do things even though it sucks." Because I was like, "Damn, I don't want to go to the hospital because I know they about to keep me up in there." But I went to the hospital. I found out I was diabetic, and that was just like, "Damn, I gotta change my life, man." It was good though, like honestly, like I think life is all about these things and how you can get over them. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. My mother never taught me how to be like, oh, lay down and die type guy. You know what I mean? She always was like, we're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And my mother's an immigrant. She's from the Philippines, so she's always trying to figure it out. Man, my mama used to sell fake purses. My mom go to the Philippines and she come back with the fake purses. Everybody want to buy one, man. She's buy like 100 purses. She sell all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I just learned off of that. Like, hey, like when life hands you lemons, make lemonade, I guess. So I just never was like a let me sit down and die type person.
Fuck with that. You rep your heritage. Like you rep being Filipino and black. Like I feel like you got like a lot of black pride and a lot of Filipino pride too. And like you released a project called Blasian. And
Yeah.
that's really like that's one of my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. That joint is tough. And there's a lot of lines that I like on there, a lot of songs that I like on there. Um, do you feel like there isn't like that much Filipino representation, or like what gives you that drive, or like that that grit to like rep to be loud like that, to rep for like the Blasian community?
I think, yeah, because I feel like, growing up, uh uh like they had the like that line, Jay-Z, the half black and Filipino. And I was like, damn, oh shit, this nigga talk about me. And I never really felt like I felt like Jay-Z was the only person represented for me for so many years. And like, you know, I was like, damn, that's really me, like at the end of the day, because I'm every party I go to is a Filipino party, you know what I mean? But I'm the only black and Asian there, and then I'll meet my mom's other friends and they got black and Asian kids, and I'll be like, oh, what up? And like, at the end of the day, like, you know, the older generation, a lot of the older generation of Filipinos, they're real like colorists, they don't really
Mhm.
understand. But that's okay, you know what I mean? Because that's not gonna make me hate somebody. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person where like if you don't understand where I'm coming from, like you just don't understand. But at the end of the day, if you're willing to understand, I'll help you. You know, and that's
Facts.
just how I am.
Yeah, you had a song on that the Blasian project. I'm not sure of their name, but it was you were talking about like about different races and how like you had like a bunch of different white homies and like you had a girlfriend that was Puerto Rican, but she was saying how the white people was Puerto Rican. You was like, nah, that's not true.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. I had like a long time ago. I had like an older girlfriend. That was like one of my first times like having like an older girlfriend, and she was like half white Puerto Rican, and then she was trying to tell me that Puerto Ricans were white, and I was like, man, you got too much ass to be talking about. Like you ain't just white. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans is Taino and black. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like you know, and Spaniard. You know what I mean? Like you a mix. You know what I mean? You're not just white. And it's crazy because it's like, you know, I like it too that like, you know, a lot of like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, you know, like they're embracing being black, you know? And that's tight. That's fire, brother. Like, more power to them.
I want to bring it back to the music again, especially as a line off that album that always strikes me every time I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you said my imagination got people thinking I really work at Kinkos. What did you mean?
Mm-hmm.
What did you mean by that?
Oh, because of that song 40 Bag. And then I had a line I was saying like, sipping on a cold Modelo or ELO, mode ELO, blowing smoke out the window on my way to work at Kinkos. I don't even know the line,
Ah,
bro. I can't. It's like I don't even rap. I don't even know my own lines, bro.
oh
That's so
shit.
long ago I wrote that shit. But yeah, I don't even know why the fuck I said my job at Kinkos. I was just like, you know, it rhymed, you know, with ELO.
All right, so Twan, I want to ask you, you're one of I think one of the last people to like release a recording with Lil Peep, and I've been like searching online and like people have been saying like oh nobody has had clearance or to like release a song or could you like elaborate on that like I think like one of the last songs that you released was like butterfly kisses if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we made that song like a long time ago. We made that like 2017, like the year that he passed. So we got in the studio and we did the two songs together. And then I released the one song, and it was basically like he was just doing verses, you know. And we had the same manager,
Hmm.
so I met him like a while back, and you know it's wild because you know I could tell you know oh this kid like he can make music, you know what I mean? Like you put him in the studio and he could do it. A lot of people don't really have that, you know what I mean? They need to like they kind of like strike gold once in a while, but like he's like one of those guys that like they're kind of just like, look, put you up, make music and do your thing. And that's kind of like I thought that was just like, well, this is a great opportunity for him. But like also, you know, when you're in LA and there's also a lot of kids trying to do that and they're not making it, you know, people just leech onto you and latch on to you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, you know, and he's got a big heart, so he's recording with a whole bunch of people. And I think you know, after he passed, people used that opportunity and were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do something now. Like, you know, I'm gonna do something with this song." You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't have done it before. You know what I mean? But like
Mm.
they just saw the star rise and kind of did it. You know, I really just I had like love for him. You know what I mean? Because you know we were kind of in the same spot, and we really looked at our manager as like our like, oh, this is like our dad. You know what I mean? He's like our father figure. You know what I mean? And we had that understanding, and we was cool. And like I thought, you know, after he passed, I just was like, you know, I think that'd be in bad taste to
Mm.
just, you know, put this song out. And I just didn't like, I didn't really think that would be in good days to do it. So, and then you know, for so long I was like, man, like I really like this song, you know, and I just was like, you know, I asked my friend Dylan, my homie Dylan Ross, I said, hey bro, like what do you think I should do? And he told me, hey man, just talk to Pete's mom, you know,
Mm,
show her the song, see how she feels, and she'll tell you, you know what I mean? And I was like, all right. And I did that. And I talked to his mom. I showed her the song and I said, you know, what do you think? Do you like this? And she was like, I like it. So, you know, she granted me permission. We talked to, you know, First Access Entertainment, and we got it all cleared up. And, you know,
right.
that's how it went down. Because a lot of people be putting out these songs with Pete, and, you know, they getting taken down because, you know, they doing it the wrong way,
Mm,
you know, and they're not honoring the homie. You know what I mean? They're trying to make money, trying to make bread. And that's not even what I'm trying to do. I'm just like, yo, let's celebrate your life by showing the world this song that we made, you know, this beautiful song.
facts. Nah, that's respect. I can respect that. And coming to a close, man. I want to say that you came out at the height of the blog era. You know, went into the streaming era. Now we're in the TikTok era. This is like the third like shift, man. Like, how do you keep your love for music, or like, you know, how do you stay in the game, you know, and with comes, you know, overcome so many obstacles. Like, how do you still have that love to create to this day?
Shit. It's just listening to music, man. You know, like honestly, I didn't get into rapping or I didn't start releasing music to make money. And I feel like that's where people go wrong
Mm,
and they stop making music because they don't see money coming from it. And it's like, dude, I'm not making like thousands of dollars, you know? And I never really did off of money. Like I really did it off of merch and doing shows. And like, you know, I just did music for love, bro. Like the love of music, love of creating. And like I don't get that feeling from everything I do, you know what I mean? Like I get that feeling from music. So that's why I do it, you know? I don't care. Like I can make no music. I can make no money from making music for the rest of my life, but I'll still do it because, oh man, there's just something about, you know, like writing rhymes, recording them, hitting those pockets, showing the homies and them going like, wow, you know, damn, it's like the homie just did a kickflip in front of you and you're like, I could do that. Even though you can't, you just feel the feeling, the rush of like, wow, I feel so inspired. I just like to inspire everybody, man. I get inspired by people. I like to inspire back. So that's why I keep doing music.
man, that was inspiring, man. I kind of share those same sentiments. Like, I've been within like the music industry since like
Mm-hmm.
'09, you know, doing media and everything like that, and just never stopped. But just because just off my love, just for like, you know, just discovering it, and you know, putting people on like, yo, listen to this, check this out, or like, even, you know, even if it's trying to help somebody, you know, be heard or like reach a certain goal, like, I'm just all for it, you know. That's it's just in me. That's who I am. Word.
Yeah, no, that's tight, bro. I fuck with that a lot because, you know, I think like I, I think everything now with music is so money motivated and it's just taken away from the art. You know, be money motivated. That's cool, man. But just do that somewhere else, bro. Like doing it through the art is so like it's trash, bro. I've seen a lot of people who like paint and do art, and
Mm,
like you know they sell paintings, and I'm like, damn, how much I sell for? And they're like, oh man, 1,800, and they never see the money. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? They never see the money because they don't get paid out for years. You know what I mean? But they're still creating art, bro. Like it, you know, like you could put a dollar sign or like a number next to whatever we do, but it's never gonna like push the pen, bro. Everything gotta be just to be creative, you know? We
facts.
gotta be making art, bro. That's just like, you know, I'm sure like artists that are like Picasso wasn't like, I'm gonna make $1 million one day. Ooh, this painting is gonna make me $1 million. You know what I mean? Like you just doing it because like your soul just compels you to. And
Gotcha.
that's beautiful. That's how it should be.
Facts, man. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. And you definitely see I want to say I guess you can see sometimes when people are like blinded by the money or like sometimes their skill level or talent level is dwindling. Like you could tell like who really like does it because they love it or not, and
Yeah.
yeah, man. I'm gonna come to a close. This is Play That Back FM. We here with Antwon. This is your boy Lowski the first. Twan, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to meet with me and to do this interview. It's a pleasure. You don't know how much it really means. I've been a fan of your music for forever, man. Um you got to get that project back up on there. The one with it's a thin line between love and hate.
Oh yeah, I don't, dog. I don't. I be doing shit with that. What's that called? Was it TuneCore, bro? That shit is
Yeah.
trash. That shit, they just be like, I don't know, bro. They like just keep taking my shit down.
Mm,
I gotta put it back up on like I use DistroKid now,
got
so
you. Is it the
maybe I'll
sample
go.
clearance or something like that? Like people are they like
I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, bro. Like what the fuck it is?
hmm.
Don't know because they've done it 2 times for like 2 albums I had. So uh,
Yeah, because I've seen some tracks off of End of Earth go down, but then it's back up. I'm glad
oh
it's back.
yeah,
Yeah.
I sold those. I sold a lot of like half of my masters.
Oh, word?
Like
Okay.
yeah, at a certain time, like when people were like when they had the like Justin Bieber selling his masters, like I did that shit before,
Oh
and like
shit.
honestly, like they told me that like I got a lot of money for like you know that's like the most money they've seen. Like I sold it for like a lot of money, and I used that money to move and
Yeah.
like but you know I don't think that's a thing anymore. That's what they told me. Like selling your masters. Like I think I sold my masters, and then Future sold his masters, and Justin Bieber, and like all these people like that were like super big sold their masters. And I think the companies that did that lost a lot of money, and they didn't make any of the money back. Like the artists made the money, which is
Oh.
it's their
So
damn,
they made
it's
it
their fucking art. You
yeah,
know.
they made it right up front.
Mm-hmm.
The labels they gotta wait to recoup that money, but like you
Exactly.
if the
But
artist
that's
is
the
not
thing is the label's not even making any money off of it because they're owning the master. So if you're owning the master, you sell it, like the label doesn't get shit. You know what I mean? So I think they're trying to stop a lot of that shit. You know what I mean? That's why people sign in the 360 deal. The whole shit is a lot of people are signing these deals. Like I never signed to a major label. Like I only signed to record labels maybe for a one release deal.
Mhm.
Like I had one with Suicide Squeeze Records. I had one with what was it? Anacon, and it was just one release deal. Like one little thing, one thing. Um, I was actually gonna sign to Matador Records.
Yeah.
This is like a thing people don't know. I was gonna sign to Matador Records, but they signed Queens of the Stone Age instead. This was like gonna be their like. This is when Space Perp signed the Ford AD Records.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so at the time, Matador was like, "Oh, let's sign a rapper." You know what I mean? Uh, and then they were like, we were waiting for them to get the thing back, and we're at the time we're like, "Yo, this is a better look than it is money wise." You know what I mean? Because of the things I was doing, I was playing a lot more like with bands, and I was playing more festivals, and I think that's kind of where they kind of wanted to catapult me, into, which was cool. That's fine. But it didn't happen, and that was heavy-hearted indulgence, right? And
Yeah.
I was still living in San Jose at my mom's house at that time. So I was like, yeah, sign me. Let me get the fuck out of here. Something. Let me get my own spot or something.
Nah. I
It didn't
definitely
happen. It didn't happen. I stayed at my mom's house. You know, my mom loves me, so it's cool. And like, I like, I did that thing. I did a thing with the release with UNIF, the clothing brand,
Yeah.
instead, and that was way better because they were like, they never did anything like that before, and like, you know, Christine from UNIF, she just loves my music so much, and like, she's my favorite. I love her. She was like, whatever you want, Twan, let's do it. Like whatever you think is cool, we'll put the money for it. And that relationship was great. I was like, oh man, like you guys are forever my favorite. Whatever you guys want to do, I'll do it for free because you guys show me so much love more than a record label would do. You
All right.
know,
That's what's
record labels are, record labels, they're like, okay, let's stay in budget. But there was no budget with UNIF. UNIF was like, let's do whatever. Like, I
was that
made
the
slides with them.
Sunnyvale Gardens project?
No. That was Heavy Hearted Indulgence. So
Okay,
way
my bad.
before, way
Okay.
before. And I made slides through them. I had like a little clothing, like a little like collab with them. It was great, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And I think
remember.
it was super left out of, because people were like, UNIF, that's like a girl's clothing brand.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. It
But it
was
was
dope
awesome,
though.
bro.
Like I feel like everything fit. I remember like seeing the videos that they did. I cry alone
Yeah.
at night and everybody by my side. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My boy Cali DeWitt made those shit. Cali
yeah.
DeWitt, he's the man. Like he's really like, you gotta look him up. He's a great guy, and he's got a lot of history like in music and like doing like art and being creative too. Like he's a good guy.
Got you. Um, now, do you have like? Because I want to bring it to a close. Only got like about 10 minutes, so I gotta actually get back to work. Do you
Yeah.
have any closing statements or like any last things that you want to say or you know anything that you want to leave us with?
Uh any it, if you are like an artist now and you're like you're blowing up or your star is rising, my advice would be to enjoy the ride,
Mm.
because a lot of people, they're like, I'm blowing up now, and I'm gonna be this, or I'm gonna be at this next year, and after that I'm gonna be like this. Like, it's not about that. It's about enjoying the ride, meeting the people that you're going to meet on your way to where you're going, and just enjoying it, making these connections, and just making real friendships. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it could all end tomorrow, but you still have these connections with people, and you could get into anything. Like me, man, I'm not always gonna be doing music. I'm trying to get into other things, and like, the future will tell what those things are. But yeah, it's all about the ride. Like, just enjoy the ride, bro. We in the Maybach right now. You don't say, hey, when we get to the destination and we get out the Maybach, nah, bro, you just ride on the shit and enjoy the ride. Oh, it's comfy. It ain't gonna last forever.
Nah, I fuck with that, man. Yeah, like it's the ride or AKA the journey. I fuck with that.
Exactly. You gotta fall in love with the journey, because at the end of the day, you don't talk about anything else but the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't say, hey, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You don't, I don't know. You talk about, man, like, I remember I did this because we was broke, and we was like, we got to make something, I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
That's
Heck
so
yeah.
good, man. Let me
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop the recording and thank you, man. I appreciate that.
for sure.
Let me
Yeah.
stop.